Now, there's a common attitude in life in some arenas that says, well, children should just learn how to self-regulate their emotions. We just let them figure it out. In fact, sometimes when you go to the school and say, look, my son's misusing the Chromebook that he's taking home, they'll say, you know, your son needs to learn how to manage electronics. And so the attitude is, if you give children enough time, that they are going to regulate it for themselves. Well, let me explain to you that that actually does work sometimes, but the key is, does the child have internal motivation? If the child has internal motivation to do well, then they're going to manage electronics well. Let me give you an example. Imagine that a child does well in school, likes to keep their grades up, takes a test, and does well most of the time. But in this particular time, they get involved watching a movie until late into the night, find themselves missing a lot of sleep because they're texting in the middle of the night. And then they get up in the morning and they're tired and they go into this test, they don't do well. The child who's internally motivated to get good grades says, I'm not going to do that again. And they exist or they work on this internal motivation. They work on this self-regulation and they say, I'm not going to do that again. That's because they have internal motivation. But the child who's internally motivated toward pleasure and just wants that external motivation continually, that child's in danger of developing an attitude that says, well, I don't care about school. School isn't important to me. And in those cases, in particular, we need not just self-regulation, we need parental regulation.